Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we got some good news, and news that I think is very hopeful for a lot of people. We just had an election on Tuesday, which saw a good amount of Republicans, a huge turnout for Republicans showing up to vote in this Republican primary. It shows that Republicans are coming out and they are voting. Okay? You see Matt Van Epps, he ends up taking the victory home with him with 51.56%, with 19,000 votes. Then again, with the context that this is a primary for a special election, this is very good. And it shows that, there is chances that there could be a good turnout in this coming election, specifically in Virginia and New Jersey. We know New Jersey voters are motivated for change, specifically Republicans. They're tired of the 8 years of Democratic control. And now we're just hoping that that's enough to get Republicans out and voting to get Jack Ciattarelli to victory. He is a guy that really does appeal to a lot of voters. We're going to hope and pray he pulls it off. We can't say he is going to, but we can really, I wouldn't say get our hopes up, but we can really hope that he can do it. We can also see Virginia also. With the recent scandal, there's a chance, of course, Jay Jones could pull it off because of Democrat Party lunacy and all that stuff, or just Abigail Spanberger. We're going to see how that goes. It's a huge question mark on Virginia, but best believe Republicans are showing up, and that's good. A lot of people say it's the Charlie Kirk effect. It very well could be the Charlie Kirk effect in this case. And we do see a lot of younger voters now coming out and voting. I mean, let's be honest. Younger voters are going to church. Youth, young people going to church. When do you hear that? Young people are, of course, turning to God after this assassination. This is amazing. And that's probably the best case scenario in any case. The one thing you need to turn to is God in every scenario. We also hope you're going to turn out to vote. That's the other thing. Charlie Kirk was a huge believer in voting. He always encouraged his base to vote, and that's why we need to hope that especially younger audiences are taking advantage of this. And you could say this is what helped solidify Matt Van Epps gave him the victory. It was initially predicted that Jody Barrett was going to win, although it was very undecided. You can't necessarily say she was winning because it's 10%. Okay, yeah, this is a no-brainer poll. You could throw this poll in the garbage. It means nothing. Out of everything, we take a look at Van Epps. He has raised and spent more than Jody Barrett. And Jody Barrett is, of course, let's see here. Yeah, she is a state rep. No, that's Jay Reedy. Yeah, Jody Barrett is a representative from the 69th district. Well, Matt Van Epps is the former commissioner of the Tennessee Department of General Services. Now, he will be running against the Democrat, who is going to be, let's see here, the Democrat. Yeah, Aflin Bain, okay? She was facing a very, very, very tight primary challenge, a lot of split ticketing. But yes, Aflin Bain, something like that. And she has narrowly won the Democratic primary. And I am putting a lot of warning symbols in this, because if Republicans don't show up on this election, which is not happening on election day, by the way, which is going to confuse a lot of voters. This is why I'm putting the flash warning lights on. Democrats will win this seat. So this is obviously shouldn't come to many people's surprise. We should be talking about this election. Red Eagle, I haven't heard from him yet. He probably will talk about it. As of right now, I'm doing my part and I'm talking about it. But this is an election that after the elections of 2020 of this year, like for November, we need to talk about the Tennessee 7th congressional district election, because if Democrats pick up the seat, it's a huge win for them. Huge. All because what reason? Republicans didn't show up. Republicans didn't show up. And they're like, oh, isn't this a solid red district? Not really. You take a look and you see Mark Green only won 59.50%. Why? Yeah, part of Nashville up here. Okay? Nashville. It's making it very difficult climate to pull something off. And I would imagine that this race would be a close one. Okay? This one would be a close one. Specifically, when it comes to the Nashville area, it will probably be like 70% Democrat. We're talking about, this is Davidson County, 70% Democrat. We're talking about these areas will probably be like in the 55%. This is not good. It's not good. So that's why you need to tell people, if you know anyone that lives in the district, let them know, hey, spread the word. There is an election on into December 2nd. There is an election, and Democrats can and will pick it up unless we show up. Okay, this turnout is a good sign so far. It shows that Republicans are awakened. They are aware that this race is happening. Okay, the primary result for the Democrats are good, because for us, at least, mainly because it shows a lot of division in the Democratic Party. Specifically over the candidate, but you know how Democrats go. They will back whatever has the D by the name, and they really will do this in their pure hate for conservatives and Republicans. So that's quite literally how it will go. So we need to tell people, get out and vote on December 2nd. We cannot let Democrats win this district. We already seen a district in Iowa go blue this, last 2 months ago. We also saw a district in Pennsylvania go blue. Solid red district, go blue, because no one's showing up. Now, this might be our best case scenario for us. Reason being that, hey, look, this is a congressional race. It's different. This is for the House of Representatives. People care more about the House of Representatives than they do about their own legislature. But again, I think the legislature is more important, really, because they affect the laws, your state laws. But then again, people care about the president. People care about the president having a good chamber of Congress. And part of ensuring that good chamber of Congress is by making sure that we are electing the right people. Okay? So we got to get Matt Van Epps to victory. We can't let Efton Ben win this race. What is this lady anyway? She's a state representative, so she does have a good resume. She does have does she have appeal? I don't know. But, yeah. She also was opposed to the 2023 expulsions after Democrats literally just stormed the Capitol. Literally stormed the Capitol to protest for whatever, Roe v. Wade and something like that. And Republicans will hold their own accountable. The Democrats will be like, nope, we oppose these individuals for being expelled, blah, 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 blah. So this is what we got to go, literally do whatever we can to make sure that Efton Ben doesn't win. We have to get Matt Van Epps to victory. And I'll tell you this, it's not going to work if we don't show up and vote. You could go and say, looking at the map, and you could say, oh, well, where could we lose? I'll tell you where we could lose. If all Democrats need to do, we can shoot up a map here. all the Democrats need to do is get 70 or 80% in Nashville or Shelby County. Not Shelby County, Davidson County. And guess what will happen? Let's see here. I don't have, we'll just say, assume this is 80%. Okay? Or let's just not do margins. We'll just say this goes blue, okay? For sure. I mean, I do think that she will win this county for sure. This county, whatever it's called, it is a lukewarm county for Republicans. Mark Green. She will probably win that. The question is, will she carry this? She very well could carry it. If it's a bad night, she probably will. So it's already looking good for her. You also have this area. You might actually have areas like over here. Yeah, she's going to win. She can. This map, a lot of people say, oh, well, she can't win. This map is very unfavorable for her. Well, she can. If this is pretty much a victory scenario for her. If she trounces Nashville, if she trounces the votes in this county right here, she's going to win. So this race is compatible. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Get people out and voting. Because turnout matters. Turnout matters. You're not winning anything unless you turn out the vote. And the next thing we talk about is, we lost Tennessee district because there wasn't enough Republicans voting. So we have good news today, but this is a warning video because we can't drop the ball. We got the ball rolling. We got to keep the ball rolling until December 2nd. And we got to make sure that Matt Van Epps is the winner. This is not a guarantee win for Republicans. We could very well lose this district. We won't lose it on policy, though, because best believe everyone agrees with Matt Van Epps in this district. They solidly back him. But are we going to show up to vote for him? Worst thing that happens is we lose an important district, and we got to wait till next year to getting it back. And to make that certain and clear, we will win it for sure. We will win it. Afton Ben will only serve 1 year if she does win, because she's losing in 2026 if she does, because everyone will be turning out this time around. Will Republicans? It really does depend. You see, the Cook Partisan Voting Index has labeled this district R plus 10. Not R plus 16, not R plus 20, R plus 10. That is a likely margin. That's close to being leaning Republican. So this is concerning, folks. I predict that Mark Van Epps will probably win this by like a tilting Republican margin. That's kind of my belief. That's because Republicans are just so bad at turning out, but we're going to have to see how it goes. So anyway, what do you guys think about regards to this video? Let me know down below, and as always, see you all in the next political episode.